Hey friends, I'm back with another video. This one's going to be another 3-boxing video because I don't know, people seem to like to watch videos of me 3-boxing without using software. And my last one, I didn't explain stuff so much. I was preoccupied with talking about shows that I watch and the annoying dog upstairs. I'm going to try to do a little more game commentary in this one if I can. So we're playing a level 75 Paladin, okay, a level 75 Hunt Master, which is a Ranger, and a level 71 Enchanter. And the Enchanter has a Rogue as the mercenary, the Ranger has a Cleric as their mercenary, and the Paladin has a tank as the mercenary, an ogre tank, just because it'll help me to, it keeps aggro and it'll attack stuff that I'm not attacking when I'm too busy trying to fight something else. And it'll keep the Cleric alive by having that ogre tank, even though I'm a Paladin and I'm plenty fine to be tanking. Just feel like it's just so much easier when I don't have to worry about the aggro. So as you see, I right click on the ogre here, I go to roles and I put it as main tank. Now I right click on my name and I have my name as main assist. I'll eventually add myself as puller possibly, but only if I'm going to be leaving the team, you know, the group somewhere else and pulling to that. But what I usually do is a lot of times I'll do like just the dungeon crawl and I'll just have the entire party on auto follow. Since my Paladin is going to be the puller, I'm going to swap out this main assist button with my usual begging button, which is attack off, ability 1, which is just basically begging, just to keep building up the begging skill. It's probably maxed out now anyway, but and then it's attack on and do ability 8 and 7, and that is taunt and bash. So 8 and 7 is taunt and bash, so I'll just automatically be doing that when I press this first begging button. Let me also drag the taunt and bash there in case I want to press them individually, and I can also hit my yelp. Okay, so that's that. The Ranger has an assist key. Oh, let me switch out here to the correct person. You always want to have the right name. Now there is a thing where you could just put assist main, which will automatically assist the main assist of the group. But this has a small bug because you don't automatically auto attack when you have assist main. So this is why I always type in the name unless they fixed it, but I haven't checked recently and I'm tired of it not working. So I just type out the name, that way I'm sure auto attack and everything will work as it's supposed to. Just misspelling my own name. I'm sure the dog upstairs will start causing problems again. I'm going to do my best to ignore it, and hopefully you can too. So the Enchanter's assist key is going to be cast 3, which is the Tosh line of spells, a magic resist debuff, and then 4, which is Desolate Deeds, which is the slow, and then 1, which is their typical dot that they use. Oh, there's also the pet is going to go in for attack, because at this level you've got the AAs for the pet where you can completely control it and it's fully buffed and it adds a little extra damage. It's like a good dot. And we're going to the Herald of Druzel Row. We're going to hail him and we're going to go to time. I think it's Plane of Time or whatever. Stop trying to give him your roots. He doesn't want your roots. where the heck? Oh, gotta scroll all the way down. There we go. Time. And so the whole party is going to Plane of Time. And I'm doing this because maybe, you know, people that are coming back after being away for a while are unaware of the Plane of Time and the zones that are all connected to it. I don't know. There's been so many expansions, and I hadn't been following it, and I myself was away for a while. So I'm not going to try to say, well, this expansion was, unless I want to research it, and I just don't feel like researching it right now. But you can. You can Google it. You could say, in which expansion the Plane of Time was introduced. So we're going in this weird little crack in space and time here, this little portal. We just click on that. We don't have to hail it or anything. So now we end up here. And I always thought this was kind of a cool looking zone. There's nothing to fight here. It's just sort of, it's like the Nexus. It's just a portal hub. So I'm going to have each of my characters follow the main tank here, just auto follow. And we're going to go down this narrow little trail here. This guy is an NPC. I think he sells stuff. Yeah, you right click and he sells stuff. And I think this was stuff that you're supposed to use for like the level 75-ish armor. And I've tried to search on how to do it and everything, and I haven't been able to find the drops. Because there's drops for this stuff, and I've never ever seen them. So maybe it's the zones I'm playing in. I don't know. I don't know if I visited all of the zones up here yet. But we're going to go to the one here with the big hammer. And we're going to, you know, run through this giant butt crack. And then again, we're going to run through this butt crack. I'm just clicking on the other windows, and yes, they're all zoning in. And we're entering Ocean Green Hills, which is basically like a time traveling back in time to Quanos Hills. So this is Quanos Hills before there was a Quanos. So instead there's this one fort over there, which I think eventually turns into Surefall Glade. I'm not sure. But, you know, you want to be careful in this zone because, again, even if you're level 75, there's level 75 things running around here, and some of them are named, and some of them can spank you if you're not ready, if you're not prepared for them. I got myself spanked here a few times. So we're running along the zone wall, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the Enchanter here, and the Enchanter is going to cast their invisibility on everybody because he got a pretty decent invisibility spell at 71. Actually, they get to spell at 66. It's called Suppression Field. And it just seems to last a little longer than other invisibility spells without falling quite as easy. So we're doing Suppression Field because we're going to have to run across the zone. So here is the zone in for BlackBurrow. It's like the prehistoric version of it. I don't know if it's like considered prehistoric, but you know, before there was a Quanos. And I'm opening up my map here. You may not have a map. See, I downloaded all my maps to make sure I'd have them. So you could always Google Everquest maps or Everquest maps download, and with any luck you'll find them. And like any files that you download and try to install, just make sure they're legit, make sure they're safe. You know, feel free to scan them with an antivirus or something if you like. I don't want someone to download and install the maps and then they'll come at me later with a comment saying, I downloaded those maps that you said to Google and I got a virus. It's like, well, you need to be careful. As I'm saying now, be careful. Oh, and of course, the rest of my team fell behind because for some reason the stupid Paladin's steed is a little faster by like 1 or 2%. And if I don't stop every 5 seconds to let the others catch up, they fall behind and autofollow fails, and I really hate that. I don't know how it got a faster steed. I don't know if it has to do with the one that it can summon, but you see the Enchanter was able to keep up just fine, and they're only using a Drog, so, and that's just one of the ones you can buy in-game with Platinum. So why are we here? Why are we at this gnoll camp? Are these gnolls evil? Will they attack you? No, these are actually good gnolls, believe it or not. I know, I was surprised the first time I saw them too. But look, I take off invisibility, and they're considering me as an ally. It probably helps that I did some quests for them, so I've gotten faction. So we're here to get the quests, because you cannot enter the BlackBurrow until you actually get quests for it. And I'm hailing them, and it looks like I finished some of my quests. So what are the rewards? You get chronobinds, faction, and experience. So let's open up the window here to see how much experience we're getting. So yeah, that looked like a decent amount. And we're going to hail him because we want to make sure to get that quest again. Alright, so we got that quest. Deliver the recovered supplies for Fripp. Alright. Gotta find the supplies. I'll try to show people where to find the supplies. And I hope I still have it and I didn't destroy it or something. I hope I didn't do anything stupid like put it in the bank. Which it's possible. I do stupid stuff like that all the time. That's why sometimes I think I shouldn't be making videos trying to give people pointers and advice about Everquest. It's like, you know, the stupid leading the blind, or it's just, I don't know. I cringe at my own videos a lot of times. So I don't have the pouch to deliver. Deliver the finger. Oh, I do have the finger. So I got to give Fripp the finger. And here it is, severed gnoll finger. So I'm going to give him the finger. And he's going to reward me for it like a dumbass. You fool! I just gave you the finger and you're giving me money. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. That looked like a decent amount of XP. So yes, you see you can get decent XP just doing these quests and then turning the stuff in. And then we got to go... Oh, we want to get those that quest back too for the finger again. Alright. And then there's other guys here with other quests. Elder Mystic Foppy. Yeah, so we got to go to Elder Foppy here. And I think he wants these insignias. So I give those to him. He always gives 2 back. I'm not sure why. More chronobinds, okay. And I think that's it for doing things where we turn stuff in from quests that we already did. So I come here often and I get their quests. As you could see, you know, of course I was considered an ally to these guys. No, stop it with the food already. I have a macro that anytime I move somewhere I automatically forage, so that's why I always end up with food on my cursor. Now with other, you know, with most quests you need to make sure you get it for each character. This isn't where you get it for the main, like the leader. It's not like Lost Dungeons and North. So each character should get the quest so they can all enter with you into BlackBurrow. Don't think, oh, I'll just get it for the leader and then the rest don't matter. You have to get it for each one of your characters that's going to be here. Now see, if you're doing the quest for the first time, you also get something called Crest Right Upper Field Plate. That is for something else. Like, you get a bunch of pieces and you're supposed to be able to craft them together. I don't really know what that is though. Okay, so I believe I have all my quests for all my guys. So now we're going to auto-follow again. Auto-follow the Paladin. And this time I'm gonna like try to pause a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna do something different. I'm going to lead with the Ranger, and the damn Paladin could just auto-follow the Ranger. That way they're all going the same speed. I won't have to stop and worry about all that nonsense. And that's what I should have done from the get-go. So let's invisibility the Ranger. And we'll invisibility the Paladin. And see, I could probably handle aggro that I get, but considering that there's wandering and pathing named, and if you're already fighting 2 or 3, it can really suck really quick. So it's best just to go invisible and not have to deal with the roaming yard trash over here. Because if you get too many, they will stomp you. Let's make sure everybody's still following. Yes, they are. And we're headed back to BlackBurrow. And it's kind of funny being level 75 and fighting in BlackBurrow, but you know, they kind of did reboots of these zones. But it's nice that they did it in like a, you know, they made a new zone instead of revamping the old. But you know, maybe they could revamp some of the old zones and make them higher level. It could make it to where people start playing in those classic zones again. But then you're going to have people complain, as they always do, blah blah, you ruined the classic zone again, thank you. You know, I'm fine if they change stuff, because I don't play in the classic zones. So if they want to revamp them, then revamp them. It's just those rare people that want to revisit classic zones after being away forever, and then they get mad that they've changed. I was fine with the changes. Like, my main character is a gnome mage, and I was more than happy to see Steamfont get a facelift. So let's, okay, now we're going to make sure the Paladin, once the Paladin is in the zone, we're going to take the lead with them, because we're not going to be running long distances to where it's going to matter. So everybody's going to auto-follow the Paladin now. I just have to remember that in the future. So see, this guy's dark blue to me. He's level 74. So let's go to Puller for now, so that way my tank doesn't run out ahead of everybody. We use my longbow to pull him, to get him a little closer. And I'll sneak around behind him, and then I'll hit my assist keys on my other guys. As you see, this is the Enchanter, and they're casting their spells with just hitting the assist key once. The Ranger is rangering. They don't have poison yet, so let me take a swig of the poison so my weapon starts proccing poison. See if my Paladin has poison. And I know you're going to say, Paladins shouldn't be using poison. Well, it's extra DPS, I don't care. I'm not trying to roleplay here, I'm just trying to kill stuff as fast and efficiently as possible. Now, I noticed he was slowly trying to walk away, and I want to fix that. So I want to start making my Ranger cast Snare on these guys. So number 3, I'm going to make sure number 3 is a Snare. Snare. Oh, accept. I'm getting attacked. So let's see if it works. Yep, he snared him. Good, good, good. So why am I leaving the loot window up? I've explained the loot window poorly in some previous videos, so here's an opportunity for me to sort of explain it a little better. I always click always greed if it's stuff I want, okay? If it's stuff you don't want to ever loot it, you can hit never, okay? If it's need, meaning you need this item, like it's an upgrade for you, you can hit always need. Or if it's something that you're always crafting with, for example. But I usually hit always greed with a lot of this stuff. Now, a lot of times, because I'm playing alone, right? But if I'm playing alone in 3-boxing, I will just send everything to one character, like my main, and I'll hit set all to, and it all goes right to my main. Now, what if you're playing in a group of 2 or 3 people and you want to share the loot? Well, this is where this row comes in handy, and this is like dice roll. And so if you click on all of this for dice roll, it means the group is going to roll. So let's say this character doesn't have, the ranger doesn't have anything set. So let's always greed for the ranger for everything, okay? And then let's go to the enchanters window, and let's hit always greed for everything for the enchanter window. And we're going to let the time run out, and everybody's going to be rolling, and you'll see them rolling here in the window, and the loot will automatically be dispersed throughout the party. And again, this is something I only do if I'm grouped with someone else, because obviously they should have their fair turn to get loot, to get the booty and stuff. So what I'm gonna do now, oop, there's too many. Oh, see, somebody rolled, everybody's rolling now, and everybody's getting loots. So as an example, the Paladin rolled 588, the Enchanter rolled 870, and the Ranger rolled 740. So the Enchanter won, so highest roll wins. And it says, you know, what item went to who, so you'll see it. Now, of course, like I said, probably be easier if you're playing alone, if you just have everything go to one specific character, right? But that's up to you. You know, it just makes selling later on a little easier for me. Now I'm going to try to use the Enchanter to hit calm, but I think the Enchanter's too low a level to affect these particular gnolls. So instead what I might do is use the Paladin and just cast a root on one of them, and that way I'm only getting like 2 instead of all 3 right away. Alright. Yeah, so I got 2. I mean, there's 3 aggroed, but I'm only having to fight 2 at a time at the moment. And what I might also do is with the Enchanter, as soon as they cast all their spells, I'm going to also use my hotkey. I'm going to select that other gnoll, and I made a hotkey that casts Tosh and Slow on the other gnolls and stuff. So you can make multiple hotkeys. So I got 4 on deck now, so let me make sure I'm getting on my Enchanter and at least slowing everybody. I might even try to cast Euphoria on this one guy, which is like an enthrall. See, this is a problem now. Everybody is going like out there. Jesus, you stupid idiot. That is one problem with using mercenaries, is that, yes, they are still profoundly stupid. And they'll start running around, especially if you've rooted something. They will start chasing things down, and that kind of irritates me. to make sure that the healer is doing the job of healing. Yes, they are. Let's also make sure that this ad is slowed. Yes, they are. See, so now with everything slowed, it makes handling all this easier. And make sure this guy is snared so he doesn't run away. I keep forgetting I've got these group heals on both the Paladin and the Ranger, which can help a little bit. Okay, this other snared? Yes, they got snared. Alright, so that was bracing. I did not like it. So now we're going to do always greet again. Oh, here's another way also. If you want to leave something on the corpse, you can hit this wheel. This wheel is a quick way to go leave on corpse. And the rest of the stuff can be set to roll. And then you could just check your filters for the other characters on in your group to make sure that they all have a chance to roll for the thing as well. And I'll just minimize that window for now. So we've cleared the way. I'm going to remove my puller thing for a second. I'm going to make sure everybody is on auto follow with the Paladin. And we're going to move in a little further. So this is how I play this zone. I tend to play conservative and careful because I don't like death. I don't like getting mass pulls, and when you're boxing like this, it's not always easy to have your Enchanter mez everything while also trying to make sure everybody's staying alive and everything else. Now having this tank does help in a sense. Yeah, he runs off half-cocked sometimes when I rooted something, but that's only when I root stuff, which I don't do very often. It's usually just to break up a mess of mobs. If you have something to calm them, like an Enchanter that's a little higher level, this one's only 71, maybe if they were 75, they might have had a calm that would have actually worked. Don't know if I'm going to get multiples. I only got the one. Okay, that's cool. And it looks like we've got some more loot. Of course, I don't want the bones, so let me just hit leave on corpse for that. And I'm going to start just having everything go to my main now, because I just wanted to show how the rolling for stuff works when you're in an actual team, like, or group with others. And of course, snare is working. Now here's this Sacrificial Blade. It's not a weapon you can use. It's for a quest, but I don't think I have that quest. So we're going to leave that on the corpse. And we're going to leave the gnoll teeth because they are completely worthless. I've never found a use for them. And they only sell for like a single copper. So it's really, really no reason to hang on to them. If you know of a use for gnoll teeth, you know, feel free to let me know. I will never ever claim to know everything about this game. The stuff I don't know about the game can probably fill the Grand Effin' Canyon. But that's because I've become more of a casual player these days. I don't have the time with all the work I have to do to pay my bills to be on here all the time and to keep up, and, you know, like I said, I haven't hit the next level. But I still enjoy the hell out of it. Sometimes I'm sort of shocked that I'm still playing this game. I told some friends that used to play with me that I'm still on here, and they were kind of shocked. They're like, what? You're still playing that game? It's like 22 years old. I'm like, yeah, I still enjoy it though. And I try other games, and I play a few others, as you've seen per my YouTube channel. But those videos never get as many views. So people like Everquest. It's a thing that just never dies. It's a great community too. Like, I've met a lot of very, very cool people playing Everquest. Ooh, there is an ad, so let us go and... Oh, Jesus. Am I hitting nuke on them? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure I slow them so they're not doing as much damage. There we go. I loot the fine steel. I know it's only 5 platinum each item, but I don't care. I'm cheap. Not to mention you can melt the fine steel down for trade skill components. Although I don't know how useful the fine steel ore is anymore. Ooh, it looks like we got a tome. This is for warriors, level 81, RK2. So yeah, if you need tomes for level 70 to 75, this is where you go. Actually, no, that's for level 81. Holy crap. So, correction, level 80 to 85, I guess. I don't know. I didn't realize that was for level 80. I figured since these guys are all level 70 to 75, that this stuff would be like for that level, but no, it's for 80 and up. I'm gonna try to get to the point where there's a named that I can kill, and maybe see if we get a surprise, a cool toy surprise in the box. Task stage completed, so I completed some kind of... I'm not sure what task stage I completed. Destroy 15 twisted BlackBurrow gnolls. Oh, that's probably what it was. Probably destroy the gnolls. And then I gotta kill some elites. So I guess these are all twisted gnolls, because these are naughty gnolls. They're not like the good gnolls that are out there. I never thought there were good gnolls, but I guess, you know, it doesn't matter. Any race can be good, or at the very least kind of like neutral and indifferent, and not like death to all humans, you know. I don't know if any of you have ever had COVID, but one of the things I hate the most is after COVID is gone, you have that lingering cough, which I still have. This cough that just doesn't want to go away. And it comes on sometimes pretty strong, and you know, you get a coughing fit. And you get lightheaded to where you're almost going to pass out from all the coughing. It just really sucks. So guys, COVID is real. It's still out there. If you can possibly avoid getting it, you won't be sorry. I mean, if you can avoid getting that shit, it's worth avoiding, because I am not happy with life right now. And I don't even have it anymore. That's the messed up thing. I'm still just coughing and hacking all the phlegm that's still in my lungs. I'm happy, and I feel fortunate. I wasn't like on some lame ass breather. What is it called? I forgot what the hell they were called. Respirator or something. The thing that helps you breathe or lets you breathe. Ventilator. Ventilator. Yes. I'm glad I was never, you know, severe enough to be on one of those. I just felt super feverish and cold, but hot and sweaty at the same time. And that was like the first night when I realized, oh, I've got something. Got one of those at-home tests you get at Walmart. And it came out positive. And I'm like, this is the first time I ever had a positive test. And I've been tested like a bunch of times. You know, because I drive and I'm around the public all the time. I drive for a living. And yeah, the thing had me spooked. But it's still out there. So it kind of pisses me off when I see any kind of official out there saying, oh yeah, it's over, the pandemic's completely over. Maybe it's not like considered a pandemic anymore, but it's still a threat, man. It still sucks. You could still get sick. I hate this stuff. You know he's gonna like start pathing back to me. And this one shaman is yellow. I think I'm going to wait, yeah, because he's yellow too. I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to wait until he comes up closer. And then that way I could just pull him alone. Oh, you snotty little jerk. He's waiting right there. He's like testing my patience. Okay, he's coming now. He's a-coming. All right. Hit assist. See, so much easier when I don't have to pull multiples. I mean, it happens anyway, but like I said, I play conservatively. Do you ever like start playing and you're in like a precarious situation and suddenly you feel like you've got to poop? And you're like, I can't poop now. I've got gnolls to kill. You don't want to come back and see a bunch of corpses. Because that's what can happen. Have you ever done that? Have you ever like been playing anywhere? Just any zone, any server? You had to use the can. You went to use the can, you came back and your body was just sitting there, you were dead. Oops. I forgot to slow the ad. That weird little dying puppy sound is kind of funny. Because they're like mean and vicious, but they make this like pathetic little whimper when they die. Ooh, I have to remember to give some of these skin patches to the other guys so they could turn them in for their quest. So I'm sure I have enough on the Paladin by now. Two there. Come on, I know I must have four now. Only two. I'm surprised. I guess they're not dropping as often as I thought. So, yeah, there's a skin. So let me send that to one of the other characters just to make sure that they're all getting some. I'm gonna pull this guy. So I have all my fans off, which helps with, you know, background noise and stuff, not having background noise. But it starts to get really hot in my room. when I'm filming something like a dungeon crawl, it's going to take a little while. And I cut out like a lot of the nonsense and stuff, and like if I ever get interrupted, like phone calls and things like that. But it does get really hot in here. So here is a decent AUG you guys can get if you come down here. 25 AC, that's pretty cool. 12 save versus poison, 5 hit points, that's like nothing, but I like the 25 AC. I think all my characters already have it. Yeah, everybody's already have it, so I'm just going to leave it on the corpse because it's a lore item. I'll probably get 2 with this pull, which is fine. Of course the warrior had to go down there. I'm not set to puller now anyway, so that's my own mistake. This isn't even the warrior being stupid. I screwed up. Because he won't stand back and wait if you're not set for puller. He'll run up and meet whatever is coming at you. And let us slow this head. Alright, just slow it down too. He one's almost dead anyway. Okay. Now you see these things, these are poison making stuff, which I save it and give it to my rogue. Because my rogue makes poison for my paladin and my ranger to use. Because that is what they would need. They would need that thing to make the spider bite, which is what any other race class can use. It's like they're being like, hey, thanks Mr. Rogue, and for the poison, and you smear it on your weapon and it procs a bunch of times until it wears off. If you see natural spices or medical herbs, save that stuff, loot that stuff. You can probably sell it even as barter. So slash barter, even down in a dungeon like I am now. Curzons, those are for shaman, making shaman potions and stuff. Ethereal parchments. Oh wait, let's go back up. Someone is buying chronal resonance. Just for 1 platinum though? Screw that, I'd rather keep it. I don't know what the chronal stuff is for, but it's excellent marrow. I'll sell some of that. There we go. So that's 12 plat, and it's, you know, 1 less thing in your inventory. So no one's buying exquisite silk. What about flawless silk? Anybody buying flawless silk? No. What about gold nuggets? I think a gold nugget is just vendor fodder anyway. Medicinal herbs. Is anybody buying medicinal herbs? Well, I'm surprised. Oh, they're buying natural spices though. Oh wow. 70 plat or 66 plat? Well, of course I'm gonna sell it to the one offering 70. You get more. So there we go. There's 70 plat for that. I wonder if there are rogues buying stuff to make poison. No? Okay. People buying small bricks of unrefined ore? Probably not. What about smashed war grubs? I think that's like for fishing. Talosian tea leaves. That's for baking, I know. I could sell this ore, but I'm probably gonna just send it to my mage that does all the trade skills instead, because they do a lot of smithing. What about writing ink? I don't really mess with that. Oh, they want 20 plat for that. Let's do that real quick. And you may ask, why did I interrupt the video to do that? It's just a feature that I really like, and I really want everybody to know about it. Because people that don't have premium accounts can sell their stuff even in the middle of a dungeon and make some platinum, and then the people with the premium accounts set up buyers to buy stuff from those players. So it's like, you know, circle of life. The economy keeps thriving, and it's always nice to play in on an Everquest server with a thriving economy. Not to mention I have a buyer set up myself. So if people are selling to me, yay! I get the stuff I need, they get the platinum they need, you know. But, you know, there's so many different servers. The chances are, you know, someone playing on the server where I have a buyer, because I only have one, and that's on Coronavi. So if you're not playing on Coronavi, you're definitely not selling to me. These Ravagers, they're like undead. They're a little, oh, they're a little tougher. Level 76. As you see, the Ranger is snaring. They're also using their Wasp Swarm dot. The Enchanter is slowing and using Tosh and Mind Shatter. It's not a bad team, you know. The Ranger with the DPS and the Paladin and the Enchanter. Definitely not running out of mana. Did I cast haste? I don't even know if I cast haste on the group. Well, we're gonna be ripping through stuff a lot faster if I cast haste on everybody. Haste. Hastening of Salic. There we go. Yeah, even the pet doesn't have haste anymore. Jeez, I'm slipping. I'm being a bad enchanter. I let haste wear off on everybody. So there's usually a named around here, but he's usually on the other side of the stream over here. I don't see him right now. And there's another named that I could try to go to. Ooh, there's 3. Ooh. Start casting slow on everybody. Hopefully they don't rip through me before I can slow them all. So I know if I could slow them all, I'll be okay. Okay, I think they're all slowed. Yep. Oh, snap! One of my guys died. My Paladin died. So, let's make sure we're on the same NPC that the others are on. Ooh, my Drog despawned. I wonder if that's because I took a bunch of damage. I might have gotten hit a bunch. I can't believe my Paladin died. I think my Paladin had like the best gear in the group. Ooh, and the slow is wearing off on one of them. It's probably wearing off on the other. So let's slow them both again. That's so embarrassing. Why am I embarrassed that the Paladin died? Alright, looks like we're gonna live through this, and then the cleric can res everybody. See, this is another reason why it can be good to have a mercenary tank, because if your main tank dies, like if you have a player tank and they die, you'll still have the mercenary. And that is very good, especially if you got a couple of casters on the team. Sorry, I keep calling them teams because I've been playing that hero game and they mostly call them teams there. 96% res, yes please, thank you. I will take it. Resurrect BlackBurrow, yes. Respawn. Okay, let's get my horse right away, so I'm meditating right away. Let's also get my haste back up. And let's get my crack or voice of clairvoyance back up. If you see those padlocks, that means that maybe you weren't there when something died. So you kind of have to click on them like you're trying to loot them to unlock it. So let's hit leave on these teeth. Alright. Loot all that stuff. Like one of them was a blue diamond, which is nice. That's used in trade skills. So this is where I like to hang out, like this little corner here. And yeah, things spawn there, but if you're not like going AFK, it's usually okay because you can kill the stuff as it spawns and it's not too big of a deal. So let's stop licking our wounds and get back into the fight. I am going to get one of my, is it one of the things that proc? Remorse for the Fallen. Fills you with a remorseful demeanor. I mean, I guess. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I think Ward of Tunar is one that can proc on just about anybody. Increases attack rating. There it is. That's just the regular proc, I think. And I think they all stack. Yes, they do. Alright. Now I got all my buffs. I'm feeling buff and mighty. Let's try to pull... Ooh, crap. We got 3. I'm gonna try to slow everything as fast as possible. Hopefully the stupid ogre doesn't die. I slowed 2 of them so far. Let's have the Paladin toss a heal. Actually, the Paladin should be trying to heal herself. There we go. We're getting back up there with the heals and everything. Come on, don't die, don't die, don't die. Ogre, don't die. Okay. Now let's get the ranger into the fight. Where the hell is the ogre? Oh, there he is. Why is the ogre like running running around like a fool? Oh, that was kind of a bad pull. Who's dying? Did the cleric die? I think the cleric died. So, with the cleric dead, I'm going to take over as the healer. And just keep casting heals on my tank here. Hopefully I can keep them alive. Nope. Oh shit, I died. Alright, I think I'm doomed now. I don't see how my ranger is gonna make it. Ooh, the rogue is dying. I don't want the rogue to die either. The rogue is basically tanking right now. We might get through it. That was a bad pull. Very, very bad pull. I'm gonna be frankly shocked and surprised if I survive this. Don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh, come on, let's nuke that bastard a little bit. It died, it died. I made it. Ugh. That was awful. So, yeah. This place could be kind of dangerous. Wait a second. Wait a second. I just realized something. Something sucks. Guess what? I'm gonna have to bail. Because the cleric died. The paladin died. Oh wait, the cleric died and the cleric is on the ranger. I can respawn the cleric here in a second. So that's good. I was thinking, wait, do I gotta leave? I could also switch out this rogue for a cleric. There we go. So now I have a cleric. And they can resurrect everybody. Resurrect, yes. Alright, alright. So, yeah. That was awful. Okay. Now we gotta rebuff the Paladin again, because the Paladin died twice in a row. See, this is why I don't really love playing at high levels. Because you could die so easily. Whereas if I get like 3 or 4, even 5 or 6 mobs at level 10 or 20, I can usually survive it just fine. Yeah, this door is like fake. Thought I saw something coming through the door for a sec. I was like, no! Oh geez, why do you gotta have 3 of them all right there? Okay, well, I guess that's what's gonna happen. Let's put Puller on. We'll try to root the shaman over there. I can't help but think that this isn't going to work out the way I want it to. Okay, so I only got 2 here. That's pretty cool. I'm surprised that that other one didn't try to attack. I don't know what's going on. Let's try to slow that shaman. Oh, I can't slow him? Okay, then I won't. So shocked that that shaman did not aggro. Oh, but the stupid ogre went after him now, so I'm probably gonna get that other guy coming at me. And if not, I don't know, maybe he's fucking blind or broken. I mean, yay, he's not coming after me. He's like right there. How do you not? I guess you're enraged at this shaman over here because you're letting me kill him. Maybe that's what he's enraged at. He didn't share his milk bones. This is so bizarre. I'm not complaining though, I'm really not. I'm happy, I'm stoked. Yay. Thank you for not helping your friend. It makes my life easier to kill him. So, do I let this guy live as a reward for not attacking me? I mean, that's a thing I can do, right? It's like, hey, I might let you live. Maybe he's just a coward and he knows that he'll lose. I mean, he might not have if he attacked me with his buddies. But yeah, he didn't attack me, so I'm gonna leave him alone. Maybe he's a double agent. I have no idea. So there is the snake handler. Okay. Unfortunately, I got him with the other guy. So this is going to be kind of hard to survive. Oh, come on. Don't give me snakes now, too. Please let me in. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle all of this. Oh, I think I just mezzed the snake. No? Okay. I'm getting more snakes for some reason. Why am I getting these hatchlings? I don't know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I did win. So these guys are all weaker, so hopefully I can manage to survive this shit. What dropped? Elegant Defined Breastplate, is that it? A ring? At least all these snakes are wimpy. I survived the named. And the good thing about killing this named is he's dropping fingers that I need. Oh crap, my Enchanter got taken out. Okay, I might actually die now. If I don't die, then yay. But slow is going to wear off, and then I'm going to be in trouble. Okay, I think maybe we'll go for the large serpent next. Oh, we got an elegant plate helm. Trying to make sure I loot all this stuff in case I do die. It won't end up like just sitting on the corpse. I don't know why I keep checking on the Enchanter, like she's magically gonna come back to life. She's not coming back to life until this battle is over. That's one sad fact, is that the clerics won't res anybody. Ooh, my Paladin can res. I don't know if it's gonna be a good idea to try to res the Enchanter while we're still fighting. But if the Enchanter gets rezzed, they can start using slow again. Let's get the one that's close to death already. So yeah, I'm going to try. So I'm going to resurrect the Enchanter here. 90%, that's good enough. We're going to get on our mount, so that way we start medding already. I think this is going to work out. Let's hit ourselves with clairvoyance right away. Okay, get our shielding up right away. So that went better than I thought. I really thought I was going to get my ass handed to me. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad it was survivable. Let's get the pet up, I guess. Although I don't have any nice mage stuff to give to it. So it's not going to be nearly as good. And you may ask why I'm messing with a stupid lame Enchanter animation pet instead of charming stuff. Charm is fine, but it becomes a problem when you're 2 or 3 boxing, because when the when the charm breaks, they're going to come after the Enchanter, and your Enchanter can get killed pretty quick, especially at the higher levels. If you're just playing Enchanter and just that, sure, it's sort of probably better and easier if you're charming stuff to get through a dungeon, because as you see, monsters hit so much harder. I just don't feel confident. I think that I would not be paying enough attention, which obviously the Enchanter just died, so that proves my point. I wouldn't be paying enough attention to make sure the Enchanter didn't die. So let's get one of these finger bones. Why can't I loot this from the corpse? What the hell? Why? Oh my god, that's annoying. I'm on the team. Oh, I already have a finger bone? How do I already have a finger bone? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to call this video over. I got some of my quest stuff done. I could go turn it in. And instead of trying to crawl back out of the dungeon, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use Throne of Heroes, which if you're playing on live, everybody has Throne of Heroes. We're going to do the Ranger first. Where is it? Throne of Heroes. Because I think my Paladin might have an alternate way to use to escape if Throne of Heroes doesn't work. Yes. See, my Paladin has a worker sledge, which, you know, procs in combat to escape. But the Ranger was able to get out. I noticed that sometimes Throne of Heroes, like any gate spell, can actually fail. And then you're waiting like 5 minutes or whatever it is before you can use it again. No, it's 53 minutes before you can use it again, which sucks. So I always do it in a certain order, and with the Enchanter, well, the Enchanter has gate, so they can get out like in a second. There we go. So everybody's cleared the dungeon, and it's going to be real easy for me to get back to Ocean Green Hills, to that gnoll camp, to do the turn-ins with my finger bones and anything else that I acquired, like those patches of skin or whatever the hell they are. Before I forget, the items that I got from that one named, if you're curious, this is pretty cool. It is a Stake Handler Signet ring. It looks like, yeah, fingers. It's a ring. And it's for casters: Neck, Wizard, Mage, Enchanter. So this can go to my Enchanter. Level 70 to 75. 21 AC, 270 hit points, 290 mana. It's got some heroic stats on it. Ferona's Inspiration, which reduces mana cost of beneficial spells up to 12%. This bonus will decay on spells over level 85. So that's nice. It's a ring that will last for a little while. You know, it's got some clairvoyance on it, hit point regen, and I don't know what the spell damage does. I'm assuming it improves spell damage. Heal amount, I'm not sure what that does. Maybe it improves the amount that you get healed from heal spells or something. If you know what those mean, you know, exactly what they are, feel free to leave a comment. What heal amount is, what spell damage really is. So that's one thing that dropped. The other thing was like this armor ornament, which I don't really use. I also got an elegant Defiant breastplate, which that's just Defiant. That's nothing special. The archaic on my Paladin is already better, as in it has way better armor class. Hit points, not so much, merely not better hit points, but it has way better armor class. It has a slightly higher attack on it. So I think I'm just going to stick with the archaic that I have. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see. Because now I'm looking and I'm getting 25 AC and 40 hit points from the AUG in there. So maybe the Elegant is better. And I should just throw on the Elegant and add this AUG to it, which would give it an extra 25 AC, which would put it not quite as good, but almost up there, and give me a little bit more hit points. So I'll see, I don't know. Or I could just wait until I get to closer to 80, because I'm already 75, I get to level 80, and I could start getting some of that sweet armor by playing in Firot the Dream that I did a video on recently. So do check that out. But those are the things that I acquired. There was also a helm, which is also just an elegant plate helm, which I already have one. So I didn't really get anything super cool except for this ring, which I can give to my Enchanter. Let's see what the Enchanter is using now. Oh, see, that's going to be hard to give up. I got compartmented Palladium Trio rings, which have 320 hit points, and this ring only has 270 hit points. But it does have a little hit point regen, and it does have this focus effect. So is the focus effect worth it? I don't know. Maybe you guys could tell me. I'll figure it out, or I might just end up selling this ring because I do like having hit points, especially on a caster. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Have a great day and have a wonderful tomorrow.